Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to TJ's Maths and Further Maths Adventures. In today's presentation, we continue with our solutions to Senior School Certificate Examination. This is NECO 2024 and this is Further Mathematics. With us here is question 10b. In my previous video, I have solved question 10a. Come with me as we solve this question 10b, as I take you on an adventure on how to handle this question 10b. Question 10b reads, if the function f of x is mapping to x bracket open 2q minus x, comma, we are asked to find Roman numerals 1, a function g of x defined by g of x equals to f into q squared minus x. Roman numerals 2, the values of x for which f of x is equals to h of x, where h of x is equals to minus f of x. First thing to do is to identify this question 10b is from which topic. Of course, this is under mapping and functions in further mathematics. Come with me as we handle this together. First thing to do, let's write down the solution. We write down the solution. The function that was given to us from the question is f of x equals to x into 2q minus x. Okay? And we are told that g of x is equals to fq squared minus x. It means for us to find g of x, we have to plug q squared minus x into this function. What does that mean? It means f of q squared now will be equals to, by comparing now, we are substituting x for q squared minus x. Now, anywhere we see x on this right hand side, we put q squared minus x by comparing x now, x to q squared minus x. So, f of q squared minus x now will be equals to q squared minus x. We're substituting for x now. We have the square bracket here, 2q minus q squared minus x. We close the bracket. So whatever we have here now on the right hand side after simplification will be equals to g of x, because we are asked to find g of x. It means f of q squared minus x will be equals to this, and f of q squared minus x is nothing but g of x. So let's simplify to get g of x now. Okay, here we have q squared minus x in brackets. This will be, let's simplify this. This is 2q minus q squared plus x. We close the bracket. What does that mean? Minus q squared, we have minus q squared, minus times minus, we have plus x. Next is to expand. Okay, so as I said, this function here is equals to g of x. Okay, and we're looking for g of x. So our g of x now will be the simplification of this. Let's expand. Let's pick q squared into 2q minus q squared plus x. Then we'll have minus x into 2q minus q squared plus x. So at this point, we can simplify. Let's multiply q squared times 2q. That will be 2q cube minus q squared times minus q. That will be q power 4. Q squared times plus x. That will be plus q squared x. Minus x times q. That will be minus 2qx. Minus times minus, that will be plus q squared x. Then minus times positive is minus, x times x is x squared. So this will be the simplification. Next is to rearrange. We realize that we have q squared x and we have q squared x, so we can add. Okay, but before we do that, let's start with g of x now. will be equals to, let's start with minus q power 4, that's the highest power now, followed by plus 2q power 3. Next, we can add now plus q square x plus q square x, that will be plus 2q square x. Next now will be minus x squared, then minus 2qx. So this will be the simplification. Our g of x now is nothing but minus q power 4 plus 2q power 3 plus 2q square x minus x squared minus 2qx. So this will be our g of x. Next is Roman numerals 2. The Roman numerals 2, we are asked to find the values of x, for which f of x is equals to h of x, where h of x is equals to minus f of x. Let's look at how we can handle this. We clean this place to solve for Roman numerals 2. Okay? Roman numerals 2 now, we write down the solution, that's the solution to Roman numerals 2 now. We are told from the question we have our f of x as f of x from the question is equals to x into 2q minus x. And we are told that f of x is equals to h of x. And h of x is equals to minus f of x. In other words, if we take the negation, if we take the negative of this, will be equals to h of x. So in other words, x minus 2q minus x will be equals to minus x into 2q minus x. And this is now, the whole of this now is our h of x, and the whole of this now is our f of x. Okay, because we are told that h of x is when we take the negative of f of x. So the next thing to do is to simplify, because we are asked to find the values of x. Okay, let's move here to achieve that. So let's clear the bracket. So this will be 2qx minus x squared will be equals to minus 2qx then plus x squared. This is, of course, a quadratic equation because the highest power is 2. So let's rearrange this. Let's transfer this to the left hand, to the right hand side, and transfer this to the right hand side. We'll have x squared plus x squared now, because minus x squared crossing the equal sign will be plus x squared. Then minus 2qx, then minus 2qx. This will be equals to 0. Why? Quadratic equation is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, given that a will not be equals to 0. Why? Because if a is equals to 0, it will render this to be linear. Alright, so that's why we have to rearrange this to in this form. So next is to simplify x squared plus x squared, that will be 2x squared minus 2qx minus 2qx, that will be minus 4qx will be equals to 0. What is common between these two is 2x. So 2x out into, we factor 2x now. So 2x squared divided by 2x will be left with x minus 4qx divided by 2x will be left with 2q. This will be equals to 0. Equals to 0 means either 2x is equals to 0 or x minus 2q is equals to 0. As far as this is a quadratic equation, it must have two roots. So the values of x we have to have two values of x here. Okay, so 2x is equals to 0 or x minus 2q will be equals to 0. Divide both sides by 2 here, x will be equals to 0 or x will be equals to 2q. If we bring this to this side here, it will be 2q. So the values of x are 0 and 2q. So we can conclude, therefore, x now is equals to 0 or 2q. So this will be the solution to Roman numerals 2 because we are asked to find the values of x. So the solution now is 0 or 2q. Thank you for watching. Please do share this to your learned colleagues and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting videos. In my next video, God's willing, I will solve question 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 because further mathematics, whether WAEC or NECO, there are 15 questions to answer 12. Thank you for watching.